in this school. I am God!
Me and my mom, you're fuck! Fuck's sake, fine! Try this dumbass shake.
Welcome. Animation School Club is back online and we missed you too. I see all of the happy messages. I'm very happy to see all of the people. Loopy Arts, Mark Valley, Stella Lukeman. Hello. Excited to see you as well. For those who are new here and haven't been to our workshops before, my name is Kata. This is Animation Club.School's YouTube channel, and here we host our workshop. And this specific stream is part 2 to our workshop on keeping it consistent. You can also watch part 1, but maybe later, because last time, 3 weeks ago, not 2, like I was saying in the last stream, we gathered here to watch a live demonstration from our 2D animation mentor, Edward Kurchevsky. Edward, would you like to give a couple of words about yourself for our new viewers and remind about yourself to our old usual crowd?
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. It's nice to be back. Nice to see all of your work as well, because it's just wow how many we got to have a review, and I appreciate for your work. I hope that our last stream was very like interesting and informative. So we're gonna check together all of your works, and I will give you my feedback. And if you will have any questions, please write it in the chat, and Kata will help me with answering on these questions. So yeah, it's very nice and exciting to be here.
Exactly. Same for me. Well, I will repeat some information for you, especially on how the chat works and some rules we'll have in place. But it's true. Edward was here not only for the live demonstration on the part 1, but also on part 2, because here we're all about your submissions and what you did during these 3 weeks. And yeah, I have to admit, you have delivered. Not only you submitted a bunch of very interesting works, you also named everything correctly. And that means you read the rules.
Wow,
which is like another thing in of itself. So I give an extra round of applause.
Achievement.
No, we did it all together. We created all of the rules. We reread it multiple times, so it'll be really clear, because we wanted to make it really easy to understand what we need to do. And also, I wanted to kind of mention that this feedback session in general is a very good chance to look at how our courses work, because personalized feedback is something our courses center upon. So whether you're only starting animation or you want to improve your craft, this is a great place to basically find that individual way to your progress. So you can always check our links in the description. The October course starts, well, obviously in October, but there's still enough time to sign up, prepare yourself, maybe prepare the characters you want to animate. And yeah, let me just say a couple of words before we actually hop into the feedback stream. There's a couple of rules I have to announce first. I have to remind about the chat. A couple of our audience members are already using it to say hello, so I'm giving you like a special hello now. But also you can use the chat for your appreciation, gratitude, and questions. There is a couple of rules on what questions you should ask. First of all, they have to be respectful, they have to be on topic, and also they have to have the word question in all caps before you actually type the question out, because I have so many stuff open in front of me, and I'm also looking to the camera, so I'm not even looking to the monitor where the questions are being asked, so I might miss it. So for you and for me, please put the big word question up front. I will collect the questions and I'll ask them during the stream. We will have a bunch of works going on, so there will be plenty of time to ask anything you might be interested in, but there's a chance I might voice it not immediately as you type it in, but a little bit later. But that just means I'm looking for a better time to ask it, so we can actually spend enough time on it and give it enough attention, so you would have the fullest possible answer. And yeah, other than that, feel free to give your applause to everyone who participated in the challenge, whether, we're limited for time. So whether you were featured or not, it's still a big achievement that there was a specific deadline, there was a specific task, you managed to do it. And I also have to remind you that you can always share all of your works in our Discord server, which is also link in the description. We have special places where you can share your art, ask for feedback, or, an extra round of applause, because you obviously deserve it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. So without any further ado, I will remind you again, if you want to continue what you saw here and your animation journey, feel free to check the October courses via link below. And I think, I don't have anything to add. We can move on.
Let's begin.
Awesome.
All right, I will share my screen. And right. So let's start with Alina. And the character Izusumi. Izusumi
Yeah.
animation. Such a great work with model. Yeah, I really likes it. I really like it. Just so I basically have almost no comments about the model, I think. Let's watch together the references that Alina used. Let's check it maybe close to each other. I think it will be better. And we're gonna see how close Alina gets to the character. From my opinion, I see that you use this reference, of course, in every different screenshot, but there might be differences. Yeah, because it was made by different animators, and I mean every shot was made by different animators, and yeah, maybe it was in specific shots. For example, some character design might change in to make something more like amplify the acting or something else. But anyway, for example, here I had the impression that the whole like circle of the face is a little bit different. It's a little bit more roundish, and the eyes was much bigger. But here I see that it was a little bit different, and you used this one, so it works very well, in my opinion. So maybe I will have only comments about animation itself. From my opinion, this turn from this point to this point, it's too like basically like 180 degrees in terms of face. I would suggest you to avoid such a things because it's very visible. That you basically flipped, and of course you have a fringe and everything else that works perfect in the perfect direction, but it feels that the volume basically flipped. And I would suggest you, if you want to do something like that, to change a little bit the angle, push it more, like to maybe turn it more or less. For example, if she can stop her turn maybe right here, with the nose here. And I think it would just, it's not a big change, but it would add more in how to say independency, because now it feels like these two keys, they are together. And also when the character, for example, has some, like, for example, the ear like shaked, right, because she heard something, I think something could happen also in her eyes, maybe, or just I mean, because I usually, if there is already some animation in the character, I usually don't like that the whole character doesn't move, but one part only does. So maybe here, I know that it works in anime especially. In anime, I mean, production of anime is very hard in Japan. There is a lot of anime, but with not big budgets, right? So they always try to economize everything. So that's why it could be nice. It could work in anime, but if, from my point of view, we're thinking how to make like fully, like kind of feature film quality. So it means like that top. I would say that this is too cheap, I would say. But I agree that it's how it works in anime. But just in my opinion, in like traditional 2D animation, the character could also sense something. in the body, not only the ear that hears some sound and it's it's like moved, right? Yeah, like it does here, for example. This is even you could maybe move a little bit towards, like between these two frames, add 1 millimeter movement towards when the ear moves, right? So just to have a little bit more movement, but basically it doesn't, because it's the same pose. And yes, and here. And also the rhythm is a little bit even. It's the same. Basically, she turns like shuh, and then shuh. Two movements with the same rhythm. I think it's a little bit too repetitive. To make it a little bit better, for example, what you could do. For example, she turns, and it's like a slow. Maybe you could make it even slower in the end. Make between these two positions bigger timing to make how to say like slowing down, like slow. It's called the slow in. Slowing down very slow, really slow. Like put, for example, 8 frames between these two drawings, maybe. And then when she looked down, for example, also what I usually say to my students in the 3rd course when we do acting, character always, there is 3 like basic standard situation when character blinks. First of all, it's when there is the body or the head movement. All the time when you have movement of the head, you blink. It's if you will think about it, you will not blink. But if you not think, your body kind of voluntarily will blink. Second thing, it's when you change, your pupil will change. Your pupils will change the direction. They will look left, and then just when you look down by your eyes, you usually do blink only in the moment when it's necessary to not blink, and you really like don't want to blink. Yeah, it cannot happen, right? But usually in normal situations it does. And the last thing, it's when you change the idea, change the thoughts in your head. And basically what happened here, character change some subject of thinking or try to understand better something. Here I would definitely make blink, or maybe two blinks in the same time, together, kind of tick tick, will make the character like what, like kind of some like, oh, what, like it will add more like some interesting emotions. Just blinks with no animation, just blinks, it will add a lot. And I would do, if you would add a bigger spacing, bigger timing here, longer time to slow down, it will help you to make this animation instantly without any change, faster, and it's gonna be bigger, interesting rhythm, slow and a little bit faster. Okay, only that will make your animation just way better, I think. But apart of that, good job, really. The design and animation, all good. Just small notes, small things, and it will be even better.
Exactly. It's amazing. Round of applause to Alina.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, if you guys have questions, let me know, but I will move on. If so, I will come back. Okay, let's go to Cassian, I think. Sorry if I will pronounce your surnames badly, like my mistake. So here, yeah, very nice. This animation is straightforward. Basically, we have just one like change from one pose to another pose. For example, Alina did like 3 poses. Here it's only 2, basically. I think, of course, everyone knows the character. It's from the Wolf Walkers, but we will check it anyway, just to let you know. So basically, this is perfect. Basically, it was retraced, I guess. It's another subject, like for example, Yeah, so basically you had two drawings, right? It's what I think happened here, right? You basically found the reference. Of course, it's good that you changed some pose. It's very good, but basically it looked like you was inspired by reference first before you got to animate it, I think. But it's fine. It's just exercise. You basically found the references and you matched two of them, and it works. Yeah, like I said, this is good that you see you did it. You did also. You basically did the kind of Frankenstein, right? Took one hand from another. This is good. It's exactly what I say to do. Yeah, but again, it's important. It's important. First of all, for your animation or for future projects, that first you will create an idea of animation, of movement, and then you will find the references and match. Kind of manage them together, because otherwise your animation will be blocked, will be really blocked by your reference. Your imagination will be limited. That's why this is what you did is correct, kinda. But in the next time, I would suggest you to first animate and then looking for find some poses that match. All right. So here basically all perfect. Maybe we miss some breakdowns. So the frames that make, like what I said the last time 3 weeks ago. Basically, we have keys and breakdowns. Also, there is in-betweens, but in-betweens it's basically easy. It's just to make animation smoother. They're not that important as breakdowns and keys. Keys basically always answer a question, what's happening? Basically, if you plan some vacation, your plan, like places to go and stuff. This is what. But breakdowns, it's the feelings that you will experience during these vacations, right? So breakdowns always answer question how. So basically, how you will spend your vacation, right? Breakdown keys, what's happened, how. So basically, the breakdown here very necessary because you see your animation starts like the whole body and the whole face start to move and change in the same time together. Breakdown can make desynchronization. Breakdown can make, for example, that your body moves first, for example, and or moves faster. For example, you could make your for example, one hand just here. Initially it was here, but you can make it already movement that will accelerate, right? But the face will be almost like here, but you see it was like it, but maybe little bit going also there a little bit, just 1 millimeter. So basically you have the whole body movement, but some parts moves faster, some parts moves slower, and this is exactly like breakdown. It makes slow out, yes, acceleration, and makes everything moves much more like vivid, alive, natural. Yeah. And here, just here, the only one drawing kind of bother me. Look, distance between these two eyes. This is your last frame. This is between two eyes. This key is very close, but look how big a movement of this eye here. This eye almost stand the same spot, but this eye basically moving, not just like riding somewhere. All right. If you will, you see, if you flip horizontally, you immediately see that this eye, something is wrong with this eye. It's too big maybe compared to this one, or it's too far because here it was closer. And since these two frames, they are close to each other, you notice it. And of course, also here, basically your hands just, stopped suddenly. It would be better to have breakdown between them. All right, I hope it was clear. For me, it's also great Everything what I will say today, it's not because of your I will say probably something for each of you, right? But it's not because your work is bad, right? It's just because there is something maybe to tweak or make it a little bit better, right? And yeah, basically every animator would do specific job differently. And maybe if I would, maybe if I will not have anything to say, like I would maybe say what I would do, how I would do this shot differently, just to let you know how it could be done as well, you know, because it could be interesting. All right, I hope all good, and we move on.
Again, amazing job.
Yes, let's go to Angie,
Yay.
and the character is Mulan. Okay. Okay, sorry, I will open the references and we can start. Okay, so beginning is amazing. I don't know specifically which shot you use, which reference, but maybe this one, but it looks very good. It looks very, yeah, probably this one. And in the end, looks also very good. Something maybe here wrong with anatomy of the chest, because look how volumetric it is, how like roundish her chest, like rib cage is. This it feels like very like it's like a teenager, right? Something like very like flat and not volumetric. I think that's all only because she's a woman, right? And she has kind of breast or something. It's only because it's like it's a rib cage. It should be, and it was designed this way. You see, it's going slimmer here, and it just here. And basically all these lines, they have to follow, you see? They have to follow the volume. And the thing that bothers me at this moment, first of all, look how big distance between her lip, lower lip, and the jaw, and here it's just very slim. So maybe it's not you know, super clear. But when we open the mouth, our jaw going down is our jaw. It's the one bone in our head, in our skull, that moves. We have no other bone, if we not broken, if we not broke them, that moves. So this is just gonna be lower, and I think something happened with her nose, because it goes. I mean, it's supposed to be, I guess, here somewhere, that it goes here, super far, because the middle point is here. And I see clearly that you didn't find any reference for this pose. So maybe, yeah, maybe you would, yeah, look for. I'm not sure, because I watched it long time ago, so I don't know. I don't remember any scene when she was kind of, you know, like surprised or anything. Not even screaming, but just, you know, like active, like extreme, open, right? But maybe it was some. Anyway, this looked kind of off model, and because you didn't find any reference of it. Of course, I will not look for the reference, because it would take us ages to find some. But just keep it in mind that these two beautiful drawings you did because you found a reference, and this one because you didn't. Only one thing left to say, for example, when you have your character, when you move the character that doesn't have the legs, for example, but they exist somewhere out of frame, but you don't show them, right? You still have to remember like she's standing, she's sitting, or like what happened with her legs. And here, why it's so important? Here, this is the height of the shoulders, and basically was here. You see my mouse, and then boom, it started to be lower for some reason. It was somewhere here, and now it's here. But she seems to be stretched, even screaming. So she needs to be actually higher, not lower, right? Because when we have extreme, for example, we have normal pose, and then we have like kind of yelling or something, like we kind of go higher, or even just surprising, like oh yeah, we kind of we go up, and I think it's not on point. But anyway, good job, and amazing that you guys did so many works for our workshop. I hope my feedback was useful, and you will, next time you will remember that, and you will have even better animation.
Exactly.
Let's go to Lily.
Round of applause for Lily.
Kronk. Wait,
Drawing the
wait.
best guy ever.
Let's not spoil. Nice. Yeah, I like your desynchronization, that the hands comes later. Very nice. Yeah, maybe only in terms of animation first. Maybe only the thing that your movement is very straightforward. Yes, there is a desynchronization, but it's still moving, except one arc. Here it goes a little bit down. It's amazing. This is like, I like this arc, but still in the end, it just straightforward. It just stopped, and this dumpling, so what this was kind of moved a little bit. I would suggest you to have some kind of small arc with his hands. So basically, it's like do that, maybe like some small arc. It's basically it's thing that happens normally when we move move something somewhere, and there is kind of, our hands
Like a dip.
trying to slow down, and we have this like overshoot, a small overshoot in the end of the movement. But here, and also this movement can little bit move the head as well, but now it's just like and stop there, with nice slowing down and everything, but it just could be a little bit maybe better finished. Okay, so we have to think about first pose. I think he is very recognizable, but in this pose, I think something a little bit off. I'm not sure what.
Maybe it's the neck, the shoulders.
I mean, the shoulders, I would say yes, but I'm talking about his face first of all. Maybe I'm not very familiar with the design. Actually, I think that his face become a lot bigger here when he goes here. I mean, when he's sad, he's kind of squashed, but the volume not not moving, right? Not changing. Because it feels that the whole head is a little bit smaller. But all right, the thing that Kat already said, the shoulders, this is true. For example, here he is kind of going down. Can I turn off my screen to show me? Yes, I can. Or
Yeah,
the
sure.
screen,
I
the screen.
think.
It's not gonna break anything, right?
Let's see.
Okay. All right, I just want to show you, for example, without screen. For example, when we going down, like we're sad, right? So we kind of going down. You see, everything goes down. Not only about the position of the shoulders, but I'm talking about the height, right? Everything goes down because we kind of curve like that. And then when we kind of go up and we're joyful and we go here, right? But your shoulders in the sad position was higher than when you had it on like, hey, yeah, it goes down. But so it feels like he kind of was like that and then goes down. But it's not the case. Your pose is not showing that his shoulder, he raised his shoulders. Not really. So just small note about that, about the positions. Like, look, it's here, and now it goes down, right? Am I right? Yes, it was higher, and now you go here, lower. Okay, and mhm. Maybe something also with his like his size of his what's the name of like a kind of jaw
Jawline?
bone here. Yeah, I think it was a little bit bigger. Look even here. Of course, he's different everywhere, but I think it was much bigger. Maybe not much, but bigger. Like here. Sorry, my brush not very precise, but I'm trying to give you an idea, right, of what could be changed. So look here or here or here, it was a little bit bigger in my opinion. And of course the hair. Here the hair kind of looks like slim. You see, it should be more curly. And last thing, I'm not big fan of the completely profile view. I mean, here is okay, yeah, kinda, but I mean, maybe it's just my taste. I would make something a little bit like a 3/4 because I would add more volume. I mean, I could look with the eyes more on the right, like there, but my face would be still a little bit on 3/4. Uh, and of course the hair, like I said, and his hat. For some reason, here it also goes up. It looks like it's somehow connected with the muscles or with the body. It looks like some ratatouille is there and he's lifting, you know. All right. Okay. I think that's it. I think you worked very good with the design and it was, yeah, congratulations. It's very good job, really. All right. Let's go. Look, Sherlock Holmes. Nice.
Such fun characters too.
So very nice. I think first pose is very cool, accurate. Just for example, these two poses are close. Let's find out if you have maybe something more on the profile, like here, yeah, here I think. So first of all, I'm not sure if his neck will be that small. Oh yeah, it is, but still it's straight. This neck doesn't, it's not straight, it goes like here. but I think it will go more straight. And this will go here. Yeah. Okay. So basically, in general, your design is very good, but it miss a little bit some I don't know, some kind of forms, correct forms, or just I don't know maybe because he was working on I don't know with some kind of tool that make your lines perfectly smooth. I don't know, something here it's a little bit deformed, but it's in so small details. I mean, it looks appealing, but still a little bit off for some reason. Maybe also look at this line goes up, right? For example,
The devil's in the details. All the little like nuances you
yeah,
have to
it's
keep track.
small. Yeah, it's small. Look, for example, how volumetric his color, and here it's just flat lines. You see, for example, I'm talking about kind of small things like that. For example, like that. Maybe also the thickness of the lines. For example, here the lines not everywhere the same has the same thickness. Look, this is thicker, this is thinner, right? Because they kind of it's probably made in paper, right? And they try to make a peel in with lines and with thickness to show some what's going towards the camera, kind of what is in its shadow. So this is important, and here I kind of feel that we missed that. But
The
again,
animation was created in Procreate Dreams. It was hard because it doesn't have a tool to make my lines smooth.
yeah, but I mean, it's not about the smooth. You have actually very smooth lines. So maybe it's actually about some kind of roughness. I don't know, but maybe it was because your line is very smooth and it's very neutral, I would say. Maybe sometimes actually when you do line again, like I said, with some thickness and thinner, more thicker and thinner, it gives some kind of spirit of the animator. This, of course, it takes a lot of time. Cleaning, it's the longest step in animation. It's so long, but it's also very important because it basically what's gonna be visible on the screen, right? So anyway, it looks good. Just I'm being picky about details. But the most problematic position is just this transfer of like rotation and the volume movement. For example, these two drawings, I mean even here, the direction of the eye is changing. Basically, look your tip of the of the Sherlock Holmes hat not rotating and just moving in one direction, but the eyes actually some kind of rotating and they're moving in different direction now. Also, the form of his face is changing every time. Look, now it's just extremely change. It's extremely different. It feels like the whole face, the whole bones here, just get closer. I also get lower, but look, if eyes like get lower, it means that he turn his head, but actually he's not, because the whole head not returning toward the camera and just moving. And look, if the position of the ears, they changing. Basically, what you have to do not work. Maybe I'm not sure. I have to rewatch my first part of the stream. I think I didn't say that we have to go straight to design and basically make breakdowns in the design right away. I think what you did actually was that. Actually, what I said, it's to create. I hope I say that. It's to create construction. You know, understand the volume of your character, where each part connects, for example. And when you will turn it, keep the same kind of brick. It's the same simplified silhouette form. For example, here, I really see how his body, his head, and even position of the ears, or the size of the ears, size of this of his face changed. And basically, that's why you see even between these two drawings, it's just a huge change. Also, your color just suddenly, look, your color was not moving here at all, but here it's quite big spacing between this angle and this, just it goes here. And then boom, suddenly it's flipped. But like this shoulder and the whole body, that doesn't flip. So it feels kind of on different layers, kind of cut out a little bit of animation on different kind of universes. Also, look, you move here. Basically, when you move the head, it drags the shoulders a little bit. Basically, your shoulders have to move. Your back side of the collar should move, but it doesn't. It just stays here. Look, it was low, then high, and high for 3 frames without any change. So it feels like kind of stiff. That's why I had the impression that you drew maybe two drawings, first and last one, and they just went straight ahead without construction, just trying to move separate parts of the face without really thinking about keeping the volume. I mean, you were thinking about keeping the volume, but to be sure about that, you have to make construction. So basically, what I see is just eyes and nose and all like bouncing here. Okay, I hope it was useful, and we're gonna move forward.
Hey, thank you, Luke. Again, I see you're in the chat as Loopy Arts, and they've been paying very close attention and taking notes. So we'll see what
Nice.
you bring on the next challenge.
Yes. Okay, we have Maria, I guess. Yes. And we have this girl. So first of all, I didn't see it, but first of all, please draw the whole character in the frame, not only like levitating head, okay? Because it's gonna influence your understanding of the pose, and the head is kind of part of the pose. Yeah. Great animation here, but it's just levitating, like floating head, right? Also, you have, except this, you have kind of straightforward, just going down, up, a little bit on the side, and then online. Basically, your arc is like that. Like down, up, a little bit down here, and straight. I would suggest you to make these kind of arcs.
Maurice saying, "Oh my God, I had this exercise abandoned and I wanted to improve it."
Which one?
Well, this one.
You
Should
didn't
have
finish this
improved it. Should have
exercise.
improved it and uploaded it.
Yeah,
We said
You
we
could
will look
get-
through the submissions.
you could get a free feedback today. All right. So, but yeah, but when you do, for example, this kind of movements here, your head going down. Look, usually it looks like she, I mean, for example, she is like standing, I don't know, with your hair quite wide here. Okay, maybe she's like that. Okay, so basically she is standing, for example, I don't know. And then she does extreme pose, right? So she goes higher here, like, oh my God, right? And her body kind of a little bit lifting. But then you do squish, basically, squash and stretch. But you're not going like squash here. No, you're just going squash here. But how she can make a squash here? She needs to get the whole body even higher. Look, this normal pose, then you basically do see you do squash from the extreme pose. You're not going down. I mean, down as the position that much to be feel like she's going like, oh, no. You see how much I move the head, but you just like, oh, no. And here, right in the stretch, right, it feels a little bit fake, and especially when we don't see the body, right? That's why. And then here, yeah. But I like your lines. I like your drawings. Yeah. Yeah. Here in the end, again, it's like very robotic. Basically, your head just goes here and kind of bounce the wall and just stop, right? Or I don't know. I think when our body stops, I mean, when we move somewhere and we stop, like we have still some kind of movement or like rotation or something. Yeah, like that. But you have just straight line and stopped without any overshoot and anything. I mean, you did slow motion. I mean, slowing down here, but I think, I know you didn't. You just straight boom and stop here. You don't even have a I mean, slowing it down. It's kind of necessary to have kind of not natural slowing down. Okay, I hope it was useful. We're gonna move forward.
Again, thank you, Maria, for submitting. Even if it wasn't a
you.
finish exercise, it was still effort you did. So good job on you.
Yes. Simbat. This gorgeous man. Okay, wow, nice. Okay. Keys and implementation quite nice. Just I have impression that you use too much overshoots. Like your character basically like bounce every time. Like she's like boom, boom. She's kind of looks like made by gum. Like always like all like slick on something like
Dramatic.
boom, boom. Like or spring, right? Not much, of course. I'm exaggerating, but a little bit. For example, you see, you go up and then down. So you just like like over all the time you have overshoots, right? Like going up and down, left and right. So I like this one, but I'm not sure about this one. I think if you would do with this beautifully drawn face, if you would do just slowing down, for example, look, you could do that like like going up and down, and then just slow, long look, long, kind of how to say slow in, and Okay, so basically when you do some kind of like rotation, you have to track the whole body. That's why, guys. I know looks like simple, but please, for your help yourself and make the construction. Okay, for example, create his body construction, make like measurement and stuff. For example, his middle of the torso, connection with the neck, middle point of the torso, like that. Connection with the arm, maybe another, another arm, for example, right? And when you will turn, also keep this like rotation, track it, because now when you turn, this goes out of control. This what happening here is just too much, or your shoulder, I mean, this muscle, it goes out too much, I have impression, and then this shoulder appears, but this for some reason it looks like triangle, I guess. Oh no, it's his suit, but still, his what's the name? It's best, for example, in his design, it looked like that. See, it's more curved. So that's why, and if you have a vest here, probably you're gonna have a hand, like a head, like arm also here. I mean, I like a lot the face, very good, very appealing, good job. But also the hair moved too much, too suddenly, it's changing too much. And also the hair goes down. I mean, not down. Okay, it gets slimmer, and then bam, for some reason, it looks like he comes out from the barber shop, like, and it starts to be very like, nice. I'm very appealing in this pose. This pose is just passing through. Don't look at it, right? You have to kind of keep it in mind. Yeah, these volumes, right? And how they move. Because look, the head itself, the volume just here and here is different. The whole head, or here, it just get bigger in this pose. Again, idea is very nice. Just small tweaks and feedback, like retakes, and it's gonna be very good, even better. Okay.
Amazing.
Oh,
Very
TV
charming, Simba.
Nathaniel. Oh wow, it's from Bloodborne. No, no. I just saw this one and I thought like, okay, it's but it's not. Okay. So you did your own character design, right? Right?
I
Thompson.
think some of the images were from Amy Thompson.
This one.
She's a
Yeah,
character
like a
designer.
reference.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like kind of reference,
Mm.
but this is like original, I guess.
Oh, yes, it is from Bloodborne. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was right. Okay. Yeah, I like Amy Thompson's work. But anyway, this looks very good. But it's your design, right? I mean, it's quite appealing, but it's your design, and okay, you have to be very, very strong with your design understanding. But okay, I see that you got it. Okay, let's check your work. Nice.
Yeah, Nathaniel is saying, yes, I adapted a Bloodborne character taking cues from the way Amy Thompson draws her
Oh no,
style.
no. You know, you imported in the TV Paint file without knowing that TV Paint file doesn't hold the sequence. Okay, I see that you did it in different software. Could you please send me your video file from different software that you imported in TV Paint? If you could send it like fast, I mean rapidly,
You
I
can
would
send it to Nathaniel. We probably talked
save
on Discord
folder.
before. Yeah, you can just send
Or
me and I'll send it to so we can get it and look at it. You can do
yeah,
it. We'll wait for you. Don't worry.
yeah, no
We'll probably
problems.
go on to the next submission, and then
Yes,
once Nathaniel will be ready,
we still
we'll
have
get back to
a
you.
half of the group. Okay,
We do. All good,
it's
Nathaniel. We'll wait. All good.
Vitali's work. Nice, wait. So it's very nice. Just a few notes. First of all, I mean, basically what you did here, you tried to copy this key. You not use this key. You try to copy it by looking at it. It's not always good the way to do that. Why? Because small changes, exactly what I said before today, small changes in the design can make a difference. For example, you had the same guy, the same angle kinda, but him, for example, he looks more down. His jaw is little bit behind. So basically he has this shape, but what you have this shape, not this, but straight. Also, he has bigger brain here. See? It got bigger here. You did almost straight, like a straight line. Should be bigger. Eyes are bigger. And nose, I think in my impression, if you will make eyes bigger, nose will be lower here. So a lot of small changes. So that's why you had to import your references and retrace them. But since you have only 3 frames, basically it's exactly what you found in the references. Here there is kind of not a lot of animation. And also when you do the squash, your jaw getting smaller here. Your brain gets even smaller as well. It was smaller than in the reference, but now it gets even smaller.
Me after sitting on Instagram and TikTok for several hours. Brain gets smaller.
Yeah.
It dries up.
Yeah. So this is what basically happened. And here, the whole face, the whole proportions. Look, proportions of the face. The distance from his eyes to the jaw. Boom, is here. And then it's almost 1 1/3 longer. It was here. Kinda. And look, these guys, both of them, they're not looking like alike. He has bigger eyes. He has different shape of the face. Basically, it goes here more, and this also a little bit wider here. So what the summary you can get. If you want to get into the model, please retrace the model if it's just perfect pose. But again, here you have no animation. I mean, you spend all your time to make these beautiful drawings instead of making animation. Yeah, you could add more frames, like breakdowns, like with the movements, when slowing down, and etc. etc. Of course, and use all like these 3 frames to put them in model, and you will be you will have animation, and you will have them in correct model from anime, right? But now, of course, you did practice it. Of course, it you know, you learn something from it, but if we're talking about professionalism, if you're talking about like professional assignment, you have to be always fast and accurate. You're not gonna, the people in the studio will not give you time to warm up or something. You just have to deliver the job right away. I hope it was clear and not too harsh.
Still,
Let's
it was
move
still a
on.
good job.
Yeah,
The
good
frames
job.
were pretty.
I appreciate all of your work today. Really, it's insane. Really, I'm so happy to have you all yeah, all animation today, because it's like a lot. Okay, very nice. Okay. Okay, first of all, here in the beginning, he looks like he looks down, and he's a little bit, you know, like his shoulder kind of, I don't know, like together, and etc. etc. So it's fine. But when we see him going out like here, so it kind of go out like extreme, and he's look at his body. You have perfect frame here. Look at his face, at his neck. It's super small, super long. His body is actually very slim here. So basically, his head should be like here. This is very slim, and the body. You see? But of course, I mean, he has to be also even higher, I think, if we're gonna lift it like I did. And yeah, and also if you're talking about the animation itself, so basically we have everything that moves simultaneously. I mean, not simultaneously with the same rhythm, just like up, left, all right. Basically, it's like very robotic. Like if you press the button, animation just start to move like up and left, all right. And yeah, we have to think about rhythm. It would be very nice if he would like go up like and spend a little bit more time here. I mean, much more time here, and then go like quickly like, oh, what's happening here? You know, so he kind of goes up like oh no, you know, and goes like that with longer pose here and faster movement back. I think it's gonna be much better. And again, please draw the whole body and think what's like how your body also works around out of the frame, and with these extremes and etc. And also use the design, the proportions of the body, etc. I mean, here he looks like, I don't know, like football player, really like tough. Like look at his chest and his arms, like he's really like buffy, right? But Jasper, I mean Roger, I'm sorry, Roger, he's super slim. Jasper as well in the clouds, but I was talking about Roger. So they kind of similar actually in terms of design.
Yeah, very. Now that I look at it, like once you said it, I'm like, oh, they're actually really close.
Yeah. So basically, this is what I would say. Tweak a little bit more design, get closer to the model by importing and retracing, modifying, and etc., etc., just to get closer, right? Here as well, I think his eyes a little bit out of model. For example, this is this, and not very good in terms of eyes. This one may be okay with in terms of the face shape, but the eyes, because I think they should be more like that. And with the thickness here because it's eyelashes. And here it has some kind of uncertain shape, and also look of the eyes goes here. It looks like he has like, I don't know, like he become father, and instead of one kid he has three in the role. So it's like, oh my god,
Scanning
like
the area.
yeah, like gets dizzy and like wow.
People are in the chat saying, Loopy Arts is saying, the middle head frame is the true enemy here.
Yeah.
It's the hidden thread. Yeah.
Exactly. And also look, his color always changing the shape a lot. I mean, I see the intentions, I see the idea, I like it, but if you will change the timing, if you will work more in expressiveness of the body, and the model like get closer to his proportions, like look at his slimmerness and stuff, it will be way better. You still have a lot of space above him, and it like basically it calls you, hey, make me longer. I'm much more slimmer person, right? So it's basically your composition whispers you make it like that, but you're still resisting. Okay, good job. Let's move on. Oscar. And here is a Jasper. Maybe I was looking at this character.
Maybe.
Okay, that would be you. You by holy moly. Okay, so this face is I think perfect. But the first one, I think something is off in terms of proportions. Even here you see how your body is stretching up. For example, he is opening his mouth, but for some reason his skull, his brain lifting the skull for some reason. So basically his head, his neck gets stretched for some reason. So it looks a little bit weird, I would say. Okay. So you retrace that, okay. Yeah. Okay, so look, it's the same thing. Here, he's just normal guy looking forward towards himself, right? Etc. And now he gets stretched. But why his body get lower? Again, he looks here, and then he's just like, oh, he should be going up, not down, right? I mean, the whole body, not only the head. Yeah, I think that bothers me. And also, again, you may use different keys from different shots, but remember that they could not work together like properly, like right away. And you have to tweak them or put them in terms of proportions together to work in your one shot. For example, again, proportions of this face and this face not the same. And you have to figure it out. You have to find the perfect, I mean, the more important like phase, frame, like key, Like, for example, this one is more important. So I have to adapt this one toward this one. For example, so basically what you have to do, you have to make construction. His skull is not shrinking, or I don't know, like it's not like a gum, right? Skull, it's a bone that cannot stretch. It's a muscles, it's a skin can stretch, etc., etc. But this is not. So basically, you have to make this construction. Here, the eyes, etc. The teeth. Maybe you can do, I don't know, like a skull, small skull kind of configuration, and then go here and check how it was here, and you have to adapt them. This is the most important. That's why I'm saying that if you will copy and retrace the frames, it doesn't mean that you already master or get already animation done. There is still plenty of things to do and tweaking and make it better, make it cohesive. Anyway, idea is great. Movement is very clear. I like your, maybe here as well, your movement of the body, it's together. Maybe I would do this synchronization that the face will move faster. For example, he'll look here and he will just go with the face faster, and then the whole body will rotate after the face, for example. So, but now you just move together like that all the time. All right. I hope it was clear. And let's move on. Also, when he basically raise the face, his head rotating backwards, right? The whole volumes, but this volume, especially in this frame here. So this frame and last frame, they're not the same. He rotates a little bit face like more like, you see, he's like rotates, and you see my line of hair that goes here all the time, right? So it means the whole volume will move, but you just basically copy paste and kept it the same. All right, let's go. Paulina. It's very nice. I think just here in these two drawings, a lot of things happening. Skull deforming very much. Again, basically I see this problem almost at everyone's work, I guess. Basically I'm not sure, but I have the impression that you're skipping the construction part and you go straight to the model, right? And you're trying to, I'm sorry?
Can we wait a little second? I think our screens have been split and the audience can't see us. It can only see parts of our screen.
Okay, sure.
Can you turn off the screen for a second so we can
Yes.
check if that's the problem? Let's see. It'll give us a little second to load. For now, while we still have this little minute, you can probably hear me, but you can't see me. If you like what you saw, if you like the vibe that's going on here, and if you'd like to improve your animations, our most recent course is starting in October. So no matter if you never animated before or you have already experience and you want to level up, this is the perfect opportunity to do so, and you have just enough time to get this figured out. You can go into the links in the description to check them out. And also always you can go to the Discord server because we do a bunch of fun stuff there. And we're back. The OBS is up and running. So we can go back to the feedback session. Nice. That was like a perfect segue. I was just waiting for like an opportunity.
So I'm sharing my screen, right?
Yep, you can. Feel free to.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, so basically here the skull, this construction, for example, shrinks like here, next frame, next key. Look, it goes towards, you see? Basically, it comes toward the nose and it gets slimmer. Even here, it was bigger and this is slimmer. But again, it's visible just because you did it like right away. Next thing, you basically you lift your head, but you didn't lift your neck because it actually is gonna drag the neck and the collar with it. And also for some reason, I don't know what happened here, but the whole body, this kind of, the rib cage, I guess, gets slimmer as well. Just went to the right. You see? I don't know what happened. But the color, no. It's like rock steady. I will not move.
The true anchor.
Yeah. Same here. You see basically your head going up, but the neck, the whole body, not. It just feels like the head just floating separately from the neck. And these two, it become larger in terms of eyes. This is okay. Actually, you don't need to always put your front pose. You don't need to put, like you said, this is like the true villain of your animation, just the front pose, but you don't need to put it. For example, when you do turn around, turn the face, you can start here and then go here right away and finish your movement. You don't need to put always like front pose. Because when we turn this movement, it's the fastest because the spacing is big. We don't need to put the like a frame in between to make it smooth or something, because it should be fast. And if it's fast, it just goes right away from here to here, and then you finish your turn. But yeah, majority of you just put the frontal pose, and of course you just struggle with it because the reference is not always frontal, right? So problem solved.
The best part of the middle shape, the middle face, that you don't have to do it.
Exactly. And again, the neck gets much shorter, I guess, here. And again, if he turns, I want to understand what's like, I don't understand the bones here. You see, it's like going out, this kind of thin bone. I don't know. And also this one, I don't understand what it is. Like it looks kind of like another separate body. If you want to show his back, I would suggest you to not finish this line. Just keep it open to have one solid body. And also, again, you have to imagine, I would say, create bigger project and make a camera like what you have, but draw, please, the body. You have to know, because I have impression that this body, this chomp, he's sitting on his butt, right? And he's just rotating with his neck and you know, and how to say, the shoulders, etc. For example, I put my face on the ground on my table, right? But I do that, right? But what you have, you basically turn the pelvis, and it feels weird that it moves kind of the whole, not only like rotation wise, but it looks like it moves the whole body. Let's check. Yeah, because you have this and exactly the same pose here, but even I guess smaller, lower as well. I'm not sure if it's gonna go, maybe it's gonna go lower, but not maybe that much. And also this, the symbol gets smaller. Yeah, and it doesn't look like he goes lower, but it doesn't look like he bend. He bent forward. He goes lower in the screen. So it's also kind of losing the volume, I would say. So again, the design works very good in specific moments, but sometimes I have impression that, yeah, I see that you're losing how to say consistency, because again, this was not only about redrawing the screenshots. It's about to be consistent, and I also explained, I think, in my first part, how to modify the screenshot to get closer to the whole animation itself. To not be only like, okay, this frame is good because I took it from this screenshot. This is good, but it doesn't work together. I hope it's clear.
Round of applause per usual.
Yes, thank you. Let's go to Stella. Okay, we have also TV Paint. And it also asked me some, okay, it's guideline, okay? Let's hope. Oh, wow, so pretty. Yeah, it's only guidelines. Wow, very good. Only one thing, again, I think everyone had the same kind of problem with understanding the whole body in the space. She was bended here towards, but she was so tall. And when she gets straight, she gets lower. You see here. It's a little bit weird. I feel that she is here like that, and she is here like that. You see? Now it makes more sense. For example, she gets a little bit higher and more straight, but she was bended like here, and then she gets higher here. But no, you have it differently. But drawings are very beautiful. I'm not sure if I mentioned it last time that you could still have your construction on lower. I think I did. I have some kind of deja vu or something that you have to. I said that you could or keep your construction lines on the more opacity below. That gonna give me impression that how you did your rough, because all of you try to impress me with your beautiful drawings, etc., but it doesn't let me know how did you think about the volumes.
Your real selves.
Yeah. Because, for example, look, here your shoulder is quite big, but then I go here and this is very slim. But no, you have to keep the same, kind of thickness, right? And I think this arm, perfect, just gorgeous. But there is some but always. It's much bigger than this one. Look. This is just middle part, right? But the fingers gonna be probably like here. So basically this is the whole the hand, right? If we're gonna go here and check, it's not even close, right? So that's why construction is very beautiful, is very important. Not only beautifully retraced drawings, okay? Okay, and of course, my last comment is just that everything works together except this. In the beginning, her face looks in the same direction, but it moved. It moved lower quite fast. So basically, there is no desynchronization. Basically, you have the whole body moves in the same way. So basically, everything starts together, everything ends together, right? So it would be better if it would have some. Yeah, for example, here, she could turn her face faster than she moved. You see, you move your body and the head. But it would be nicer if she would move the body here. I mean, move the face here. I'm sorry. And the body could stay here. Great. Yeah, for example, it would make, I mean, of course, it's everything is shaking now, but it would have already some kind of desynchronization that in the end she goes faster, right, and moves to the right. But it's beautiful. I like your drawings. It's very appealing. But still, hands, desynchronization, construction, sizes of each part. You know, the chest, etc. All right. Okay, I will save it since I have this privilege to work with the TV Paint file. So it was Stella. All right. So basically, I will send the same folder of the work. Maybe I don't know how you will maybe you would transfer
Maybe you can
somehow.
either that, or we can upload it straight to the submission folder because
Yeah.
it's still open and people can access it. Also, on the Nathaniel Bloodborne character, I've also uploaded it to the Google Drive. So there should be like a video file of the animation.
By the
So we
way,
can
let me
actually
know.
see-
Let me know when Nathaniel will upload. I will check.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was telling you. He uploaded it and
Okay, it's
it's
done.
in the
Okay,
Google folder. Yep.
good, good. Okay. Okay, so basically here we have one spot. For example, let's say someone nailed the bunny in the spot, and he cannot move to any direction except rotating the head. It's basically what happened here. He rotate and also look like the face shrinking, like the size just. So it looks like someone drained, I don't know, like everything with bones, all juice from this like Bugs Bunny. And here, first of all, when you retrace the design, you have to be very careful about the line choices, like line thickness, and also here on the neck it was no line, so basically this should be just like a hole, you know. So this is very important, and I think his ears should be much longer. And now when he has like kind of when he's surprised, I think you basically concentrate on the smoothness, and also you did some kind of, you know, like overreacted face, like scream or something, but he will also go, you know, up, right? With all this, you know, like he has to move in the space. And also here, when he rotates, he goes to the right, And of course, you have to follow the design, the volume, etc. Because here it looks so much different from the design. Ears should be attached here. Right, so basically the nose is here. So yeah, I would suggest you to find more screenshots. And also I see that you have some kind of problems with the drawing skills. So I would suggest you really practice live drawings every day. Learn anatomy, like at least 30 minutes every day. You will have like progression for sure with some time. But yeah, here I see the problems with understanding the body in the space and the volume of the design of the character, because you see basically he shrinked. This character is really cartoony, but still this one, for example, this frame should be much bigger. He will be, if you want to make this kind of sad, so he will be probably gonna go here, for example. But the face, the volume will be the same. It just he will be sad and going down, for example. Like that, not shrinking, it gets smaller. I hope it was clear. Let's go to Yash.
Still, I wanted to say to Timo Productions that was still a very good job. He was saying that he used rough animator instead of TV Paint, so that was probably on like made on a mobile phone, and he wasn't at home.
Of course.
Still, you dedicated time, you tried to do it, and you'll get better with your next animation. It's all observation and just
Definitely.
practice.
Definitely. Thank you so much. This animation looks very smooth. Just like let's start from animation, since it's so nicely animated. I see that you kind of did a reference, I think, because the hands very alive and etc. But I think you move too much the legs. It just like it looks like a bounce, boom, from left and right, left and right. I would say if you want make her step back, she should stay there for a while and then only move forward. Basically, it's like she moved body behind and then only move forward. So she needs to spend at least 3 frames in every direction change. Again, every direction change should have 3 frames. Otherwise, it feels just popping. Okay. Next, when she gets like scared here, I wouldn't go straight back with the face. I would still have the face a little bit behind. And also it would add more space between the hand and the face itself. That's gonna be also more beautiful in terms of volume. And yeah, basically here, the pelvis could go forward, yes, but the head could stay a little bit behind. It would make your like overlapping action a little bit better. And your hands. They look beautiful, but things unnatural. They seem unnatural. It seems like it's a doll with like a puppet. And this just these arms look like they connected to some strings, and just like do like that, bouncing, and with no reason. It should start from the body, not just bouncing hands, right? Yeah, because the whole body stopped and the arms like moved, right? It's a little bit weird, right? It should be like with if the body move the shoulders move the like elbows, etc., right? It moves, yes, of course, it moves in the end, but it's because of the movement of the body, this like impact give, you know, all joints some impulse, and because of that they moved. But it doesn't look like that. It feels just like a boom, like it feels it moves independently. Yeah. All right, and let's talk about the design. So I think that your eyes are not consistent from frame to frame. I see that you copied this frame, but the eyes just get too big. For example, she has some eye, just, you know, like eyes, right? But here with eyelashes, she kind of basically close it. But here you get it even extremely big. And also the shape of the face. I'm not sure if it's always consistent, because sometimes, look, her face here, for example, if you take it as a reference, is more roundish, right? And here you just did it more like how to say, like a not egg, but like almond shape, like this one, you know, a little bit different. And also distance from between eyes here and here, right? Even here between these two frames, the shape of her forehead is changing. Here is more, it's more kind of what, like narrow, right? More straight, and then it gets more curved. And then again, the shape and the nose as well changing. I think the first and last pose actually very good. And also the eyes, I can understand that it's like shock. That's why she opened her eyes like that. But since you did a lot of drawings, I'm not sure what was your process. Did you do like frames, like keys, like here and here, and just, you know, flip between them first? Yeah,
Well,
it could be
maybe
that way.
if the Yash, maybe there in the comments, they'll be able to answer us. But
Yeah, because look here, for example, the eyes just going so far from each other right away. And again, this like face, like straight face, like frontal face, always everyone had struggled with this. And also contacting the neck with the face. This, for example, this is frontal, you know, frontal drawing, but the neck is here. It's not. It cannot be here. Neck cannot be here because it should be right here, because it's a frontal pose. If you want to have neck aside but still have frontal pose, you have to do this way, because neck has only one connection with the frontal head. It's just in the middle. I cannot look at the camera, for example, and has connection like not here but here, right? My neck cannot get somewhere in my ear, for example, just in the ear or something. It should go between my ears, like straight to my head. Especially, of course, if you go here, you feel like my head goes aside somewhere. Here's my face and here's my neck. But here, everything goes together. Okay, I hope it was clear. And here I think that the torso was longer, and then it shrinked a little bit. Also, look how head just move, just slide. Again, it should always be connected, everything, right? Your neck with the head, and if your head goes here, of course, it also should go together here. You basically also connect your neck to the jaw, but we have to connect to the here, you see, to the ears base. All right, I hope it's clear. Let's go to Zoe.
Yay.
Donatello. Have some kind of cutout animation, I see. Here. It looks like cutout. Of course, you redraw it. Of course, you retrace your drawings here, but this principle is basically cut out when you move only one part of the body. All right. It's nice. It's nice, but again, you have to move the whole body. For example, here it's okay. It works good because when he look frontal, the whole body, for example, moved here. You see it lifted. Then, yeah, it's nice. Then it's nice. But I think when he will return here, the whole body will little bit turn also with him, little bit, because the body is basically the same. Again, retracing the body to have the shaking lines doesn't help you. Okay? Actually, it's in inverse. You have to draw the lines to have no shaking lines. You have to draw the lines that move the body, the volume, but no shaking lines, what you have here. That's why it's always better to draw the keys here, then here, and then just find some breakdowns to move it without shaking. But you just retrace it and not very accurately. And in terms of rhythm, basically it's all goes straight forward. There is no pauses, it's just like tick, 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 and stopped. Yeah, so for example, here he is like smiling. You see, you change like one emotion, two emotion, three emotion, 3.5, and no poses. So basically here, he kind of get pissed, right? Like he's like, what? And here we can hold it for a while, to show that he is angry. And then he changed his mind, he looked in one direction, then moved and looked into another direction, and then to another direction. So basically, here it's going to be huge hold, then here it's going to be hold but a little smaller, and then here and he goes here in the last pose, and here it's going to be also big hold to show that, okay, we're done. We finished with this shot. Yeah, so basically a rhythm and the movement of the body when the head turning, rotating a little bit toward the head, toward the direction of the head's rotation. I hope it was clear. Okay, basically we only have
Nathaniel B.
Nathaniel, yes.
Yeah, the video.
Video, yes.
No, yeah. Again, while we still have a little moment of quiet, I wanted to thank all of the submissions. I did initially say that we're limited on time, so we might not see each and every one of them, but we did manage to go through all of them, and I'm also very grateful that we could actually do that. So thank you for putting so much work into this.
I was very surprised and also like touched by your dedication, so that's why I wanted to see all of your works.
Mm-hmm. So no one left behind.
Yeah. Oh, wow, it even has the sound. Wait, just let me show you.
Liberate you from your wild curiosity. Liberate you from your wild curiosity.
Okay, it's very nice. Okay, so basically, I see that you kind of manage to keep the design. It feels accurate. Maybe only here, I think the eyes gets too narrow, too close to each other in this drawing. But here it's good again. And between these two, you see, you have not much rotation of the head, just a little bit, but look how much the shape, I mean, shape of the face and the position of the head moves. A little bit feels, I think it should be already lifted much higher here. And again, when you move the whole head, it's the head drags the neck, and neck a little bit drags the whole body, especially with the saber. Also, I'm not sure about that. You see, it looks like she dropped the shoulder. Like it feels like the shoulder is kind of independent, and she just dropped it, kind of, like a zombie or something like. And just start to swing or something, like living another life. But no, it should be together, right? Yeah, it stretched too much from the neck. And also when she talks here, I don't like when the character just talk and nothing happening. I think when she talk here, it would be nice to have some arc, and for example, the shoulder can make this arc. So basically, when she moves, she talks, I mean, the shoulder can go here, and it's already will be movement for the, like, for the going up and dragging the saber in the frame. For example, it can go like this with this arc. Look, it goes down, then it goes by arc, and then you see the elbow, the shoulder drags the saber. And also here, you basically have the same silhouette, the same side direction of the face. Look, she completely turns towards, she will look at her from below, but you have the same face from normal 3/4. No, here we're gonna have this. You have to redraw, basically the angle, and her kind of head will be here. And also, look, this is neck, but okay, but this is the body. Do you think she will has this long neck? I doubt. She'll be hide it by this collar. Yeah, it's just too long. It's not like here. Basically, I like your drawing skills, but it still has some
There's
things to
always
tweak.
room to improve. So
Yes.
you have to celebrate our strengths.
maybe little bit longer. But since we have an angle here, and we part of the neck, the body covers, basically it's gonna be this way. I hope it's clear. Yeah, but I like the idea with the Saber, with the dragging Saber into the screen, and of course Saber will move a little bit. Will make some, for example, imagine that this is the arm and Saber. It's gonna make some, you see, some arc, but you just like boom, stopped like straight. Okay. So basically, again, when your character talks, it has to how to say, to show her emotion, not only with the lips or the face direction or like eyebrows. The whole body will move, like with movements here or here, or it will, because the whole body helps you to improve, I mean, to show your emotions to the viewer. Okay, I think that's it. It's great. It's great, but could be improved a little bit.
A tad bit greater.
Yeah.
To improve
Okay.
absolute perfection.
We're
done with the feedback. We do have 2 questions I think I would love to ask.
Yeah.
First comes from Zoe. Do you have any more tips for retaining volume? And another one, which I think these questions are kind of connected, by Maria. How can I approach character animation more gradually to eventually produce better results? I often feel overwhelmed by the details like facial expressions, hand movements, etc.
Yeah. I mean, acting and character animation is quite complex. That's why we have it on the 3rd course. So basically, in the end of the year of the 1st year of education, right? So that's why to do that, to fulfill this exercise, you have to have a strong foundation before, right? Understand how timing, spacing, how to keep the volume, how to make the synchronization, how to work with space. You have to go through the body mechanics, understand the body language, how to make cool poses. And during the whole process, you have to practice your drawing skills all the time, right? So basically, weightlifting, like action animation lesson, like running, or like we call it dynamic shot, or even understand the walk cycle. And with the walk cycle is basically, very, I would say, very technical exercise, but you still learn how to draw character, how to keep volume, how to do construction and stuff. So all of that, it seems like it's not related to the acting, but actually it's a steps. It's a steps toward the tiny subtle animation. Before that, you have to understand how to do animation itself, how to do it correctly, how to do it fast and slow, rhythm, because many of you guys had problem with rhythm. And these things we start from the beginning, from the 1st course, right? So that's why this exercise is already, high ranked, let's say. And since you already, did it, yeah, today, it's a huge achievement, I think. Like anyway, and yeah, and basically to improve that, I would say invite you to our courses, right? To get not only my verbal feedback, because I mean, of course, like this workshops, I think it's very valuable for the people, from you guys, from internet. Basically, I share for free my knowledge and my time, and I give you feedback. I push you, I guide you to some certain directions. I show you a little bit more what does it mean to be professional in animation, what the things you have to see immediately, and what to do to avoid them, right? I hope it was very useful. But again, to improve fast and to get the best result, the most important, it's not information in the internet, etc. It's a feedback, and it's a dialogue, right? It's not this for reason that athletes, for example, now in Paris there is Olympic Games, right? And that's why I have this parallel. All athletes have some trainers, people who coaches, right? Who guide them and measure they results, right? And finding some solutions how to make them better. The same thing, like you would say, like, well, they are already Olympic champions, right? For example, or they qualify to Olympic Games. Why they're not training by themselves? They're so strong already, probably, right? No, everyone needs to be guided, right? And with that, you will be faster, right? So I don't know what to add more. I mean, on top of what I already gave you like 3 weeks ago about the models, etc. Basically, yeah, keep volumes. Basically, what I said today during the feedback. Actually, it's pretty cool because today we have 16 animations. It's around like what we had in normal course. We have already like 15, 16 people in the group, and I give my feedback also during kind of this situation, but only that you are in the chat, you are in the Zoom call, right? And we talk with you like privately, right? And you learn from each other. It's not not like we only see each other once on the feedback session and then we go, right? And never see each other again. No, you constantly see each other every week. And for example, for the acting or for the take exercise, you have 5 weeks for the take and 7 weeks for the acting. And basically, you look at each other's work, and it gets better and better and better because you are in a team, right? And you're in a group, and you hear and learn from each other's problems and also achievements, right? So basically, yeah, I don't know what to add on top what I already gave 3 weeks ago. So basically, practice your drawing skills and yeah, basically watch all of our workshops.
Yeah, that would be a good solution.
There is tons of information. But if you will, if you feel that it's not enough, come to our course.
Yes, because it starts in October, so there's just enough time to decide if you want to join. And it's perfect for those who are only starting animating for the first time, and those who've already tried something on their own and want to kind of put some system in what they know and improve their skills on a more personal level. But yeah, thank you again. I wanted to thank you, Edward, first of all, for joining us here and giving all of the feedback. Loopy Arts also thanks you for giving feedback on his animation. I'm very grateful that I got to be here and listen to all of it. Plus, I always have to actively listen, so I'm probably learning even more than you, Chad. So once you're actually in the class, you all are sitting, not with all of your cameras on, but I did. And I think that really helped because I always had to, keep myself together, and it always kept my brain active. So I think I'm learned a bit more. Well, this, I think, slowly concludes the end of our workshop. Thank you, Chad, for being here. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for being so involved today. So many nice comments. I don't know, the atmosphere we're building here, the last several streams I've noticed have been so positive. This is such like a sweet space to be in. I love it. I'm a huge fan of everyone who comes here and leaves so much joy. So my personal thank you to you all. And yeah, thank you for being here. Hopefully we'll see you on our next challenge. That's going to happen pretty soon. That will also have a very interesting exercise, but what's it's going to be, you're going to find out a little bit later once we are going to announce it. But yeah, thank you for being here with us. Hopefully you'll join us in October courses. Maybe we'll see each other in the class. But for now, this is the perfect time to say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice day, nice week, and just have...
Hello everyone, this is Animation School. My name is Edward Kurchevsky, and I'm professional 2D animator based in Paris.
Bobby, would you care for a piece of pie?
I studied animation over 10 years in one of the top schools in the world, and now I'm ready to share my knowledge with you. In the past 4 years of teaching, my students achieved remarkable results and working in studios like Cartoon Salon, Skiad, studying in schools like Gobelin de l'École de l'Image and CalArts.
I'm not sure what we've got here, Charlie. But if we've got what I think we've got something.
Our goal is to prepare qualified professionals in a short amount of time during our intense course. We are here to also create a bridge between you and studios and help you find your first professional position in industry. Online studying became one of the most important parts in worldwide education system, and I am pretty sure with us you will achieve great results. Good luck!
In this school, I am God!
Me and my mom, you're fuck! Fuck's sake, fine! Try this dumbass shake.
Bye.